Hi everyone, namaste. Today is gonna be a different type of a video. Today is gonna be like a cooking video. This is a highly requested video because a lot of my friends and family was like I should upload a cooking video because I love cooking and I inherited this from my mom because my mom is an excellent cook herself. So a lot of dishes I learned from her. And today I'm gonna cook Kolkata style biryani. A lot of you guys who know me, I was actually born and brought up in India, in a city called Kolkata, and I really miss the food. Our friend is coming over for dinners. I thought why not make the Kolkata style biryani because he's also away from home and we are also away from home, and then how much we miss the food. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. So let's get cooking. So guys, you'll find the ingredients in the description below. Here I took 2 onions and I'm going to cut it in this way and I'm going to put it aside. So here I took 5 potatoes and I am peeling off the skin. The reason why I peel off the skin is you will see it in the later part of the video. Then I take some water in a pan and add the garam masala, and then I add 2 teaspoons of salt, and I also add this thing called Kesari. You get it in the Indian grocery store, but I bought it from India. Then you add a little bit of the Kesari into the water so that the potatoes will have good color. I throw in the potatoes in the water and then I add some bay leaves also to the water so it does give a good flavor. You can also pressure cook the potatoes, but I prefer to cook it this way because whenever I pressure cook it, it overcooks. The potatoes are ready, so I strain off the water, and then you guys can see now the color of the potatoes. Then I take the chicken and again I use the Kesari powder and add it to the chicken. I usually use the leg part of the chicken, so I like the chicken to be more bony. So then I add in some salt to taste. And then give it a good mix. So after mixing the chicken and the salt and the Kesari together, I keep it aside for maybe half an hour. In the meantime, I take some rice. For biryani, you need to use long grain Basmati rice, and you have to be very selective about choosing the best rice because some rice, Basmati rice, they break. So you have to be very careful in what you buy. And then I wash the Basmati rice. Wash the Basmati rice about 2 or 3 times, and then I soak the Basmati rice in water for about half an hour. So now we have to parboil the rice. So again I take water, add some garam masala, and I also add salt to this water. Salt is really important because if you don't add salt, the rice will taste very bland. Then I add a little bit of ghee to the water so that the rice doesn't stick together, and it also gives a good flavor to the rice. So once the water starts boiling, I add the basmati rice to the water. So you parboil the rice, you only cook 70% and the 30% is cooked with the steam later on. So you need to be very careful, like don't overcook the rice, otherwise the biryani will not taste good. The rice is getting cooked. I take a pan and then I add some oil into the pan. Add the marinated chicken into the oil and let it fry. You don't have to deep fry the chicken, just fry the chicken one side for about 2 or 3 minutes and then just flip the chicken over to the other side and then fry it for another 2-3 minutes. So the rice is parboiled. I usually take a white muslin cloth and put it over a strainer and then I strain the rice. Then I cover the rice with the same muslin cloth so that there is no air passing through, and that's how the rice gets cooked with the steam. Then I put the clip on the muslin cloth. I find it very convenient for myself, but you can do whatever is convenient for you. So in the same oil I fried the chicken, I also fried the potatoes. Fry it in one side for about 1 minute and then flip it over and then fry it like how I did the chicken. You also need to add ginger garlic paste to biryani, but what I like to do is I like to extract ginger garlic juice from the ginger garlic paste. So I take some ginger garlic paste and then I extract the juice out of the paste. I like this a lot because it gives a lot of flavor to the biryani. And then this is how it looks like. There are different types of containers to cook biryani and I prefer this one, and I got this from India. If you don't have this, it's okay, you can use whatever you have at home. So in the same container I add some ghee. I also added some oil and then I heat the oil and ghee. Then I add in the onions. The problem with the onions in Canada is that there's a lot of water which comes out from the onions once you put it into the oil. So it took me quite some time to actually brown the onions. also add some bay leaves. While I wait for the onions to be cooked, what I do is I take some wheat flour and I knead it. You call this atta in Hindi. You guys must be wondering why I'm doing this, but you will see later in the video like how important this is. Now you can see the onion has cooked, like it has good brown color. Then I add some Biryani Masala. I got this from India. My mom makes it at home for me from scratch. You guys can buy it from the Indian grocery store. Then I stir the mixture. Then I add in the fried chicken to the mixture and then I stir it. Then I add some yogurt, plain yogurt, which is called dahi in Hindi. Then I stir everything together. We have to continuously stir to mix everything really well. Then I add the potatoes to the mixture. You have to stir it very carefully because you don't want the potatoes to break. Then I add the Basmati rice on top of the potato and the chicken mixture. I layer it until the top. Then I add the biryani flavor. It's called meetha attar in Hindi. You'll find it in grocery stores, like Indian grocery stores. Then add some Kewra water. And then you also add some rose water. And then I mix the kesari in water and then I add it on top of the rice. And then lastly you have to add some ghee. That you guys will see this why I need this later. So you need to place this all around the container and then cover it so it is airtight, and then the rice also gets cooked with this steam. So the container needs to be placed on top of this tawa, we call it in Hindi. It's the flat non-stick pan. About 10-15 minutes you open the lid, and then what I usually do is I like to see if there is like good flavored steam coming out of the rice. This is what I do. So that means it's cooked. So this is how I make the Kolkata style biryani my way. There are different types of recipe out everywhere, but this is how I make it and I really love it. If you guys like this recipe, please like, share and subscribe. Happy eating! This is the end of the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you try this recipe. Till then, be safe and be happy. Bye!